God. Okay. Back to a game where things make sense. Now, off we go. Ooh, the Altus Plateau at night. Have we even seen this plateau at night? The DLC for some reason, right? Very casually. Oh, Crystal, I am so sorry. It's almost Friday, so you've almost made it. It's true, Rev. It's true. I hope your week has been a little bit less intense. A lot of us today are having a bit of an intense day, and I'm like, man, wonder what's going on. It always makes me want to ask the astrology girlies. I'm like, I would love to know what is going on. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Alright, what other stuff do we have to smash? Let's just ride around and find stuff to smash. Let's do that. But yeah, it's almost Friday, and I'm so sorry, Crystal. I swear. There's probably something going on that we don't know about. But yeah, once you get to a certain point, I feel like in Dark Souls 1, you're just kind of like... the strug's about to be here. I'm relieved that you understand what I mean, old talk, because it's like... I'm feeling reclusive, right? Dude, I actually have the blackout blinds going right now in the room because my overall vibe today, and like it was really funny because my mom was like, you haven't had those up for like a year, and I was like, yeah. I just kind of started to feel sensorially overloaded. So I was like, we're just gonna put those up. Gonna start a cult in my attic. Listen, I just rewatched Hereditary too. That was such a wonderful experience. Damn, why am I... Hang on. Let me warm up. Oh, back where things make sense. Gonna start a cult in my attic. Man, it always gives Hereditary vibes though, because I remember that one particular scene. Back with the bonk mace. Praise. I know, right? I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm glad that we attempted Artorias, but I wanted to see if my patience level was there, and then once it wasn't. Yo, right, Rev? Yeah. You know the one I'm talking about. Also, that sound effect towards the end of the movie stays in my head rent free. Oh, you've never seen Hereditary. Rev, what do you mean you've never seen Hereditary? All right, chat, who's seen Hereditary here? Right, I agree, old talk. I think it's so important to, like, if the streamer's not enjoying the game, that we just are like, fuck that, you know? I was like, oh, I love this game, except for this boss fight. And it's funny, because we were telling Nick this earlier, too. I was like, I really liked this game up until we got to this point. And then once we got to that point, it just became like, you know that when you've spent more than, like, 4 to 5 hours on a boss, and there's just no... Instead of progress, you're going backwards, you're like, E. Coded Gattaca movie? No, old talk. That's the one that's about the cult of Paimon. Well, the followers of Paimon, I should say. It's like actually got real occult references in it. It's dope. It's one of Ari Aster's masterpieces. It's all about a grieving family and like how we process grief. Sounds familiar. I might have seen it. Oh, when I saw you take out the dragon dildo, I knew it was Jover, right? Yeah. You felt that one. Also, the Jover references are cracking me up. I don't know why Automata has to hold everything. I just wish it would not. It was Jover. Followers of Paimon. So Genshin Impact. No. Like, Paimon isn't the Demon King associated with wealth. I know, right? Nightmare Automod. Although it's really funny with Automod because whenever you like, I don't know. I once had a friend who went in as a mod and was like trying to just like add a term and it like reset all of the Automod settings and I was like, what? How? Why is that a feature of that? There we go, let's get that. Ooh, Bloodblade could be fun. Bloodblade could be fun. Did I just say flood? Enjoy Odin, that makes total sense. Are given demonology names. Oh, that makes sense then, Phoenix. Some are, at least. Well, and I'll give you guys an interesting little history lesson. So demons are just gods that are lesser worshipped. So technically anything could be considered a demon. Like there's actually parts of the world in which arguably Jesus could be considered demonic. So it's one of these really funny things that whenever I hear people say like demonology or whatnot, I'm like, oh, that's a highly specific thing that unfortunately gets some of the most bizarre press in all of occultism. For some reason, demonology is like the rallying point on which a lot of people hedge stuff like actually demonolatry, which is a whole different thing. So demonolatry is just worshipping demons. Demonology is studying them, as in using Enochian and Solomonian methods to bind them and rid oneself of them. And then Rome was like, everything else is street drugs. Well, here's the funniest thing, dude. And then it gets even weirder. So Rome stole everything from the Greeks, who stole everything from the Babylonians. So it actually all starts with ancient Babylon. So if you go all the way back to the Babylonians, that's where you get the real cool fucking stories. Like basically the entire reason why we have the Easter story about Jesus dying for 3 days is because Ishtar, Inanna, descended in the underworld and died for 3 days. And that was considered like the symbol of spiritual rebirth. It's the coolest. There's actually some really cool books about the topic of it. Oh yeah, oh, Old Talk, now they all are. Now they all have been lumped under that, which is the most unfortunate thing. The funny thing, though, is that in the grimoire, so I have sitting next to me the grimoire encyclopedia, right? And one of the funniest things is that one of the most famous, right, Pazuzu from The Exorcist, is not even in there because he was considered like a lesser deity. But what's so funny is that he was an exorcistic deity, a demon who actually exorcised other demons. Like Baal, yeah, and Belial. Especially Belial. Oh my god, people get really... Yeah, Baal is awesome. Oh my god, Old Talk, I love it. I love that we have occultism also in common, that we love studying this stuff. Because I'm like, whenever I find somebody who we can talk turkey, I'm like, yes. Now we can get academic. What do we need to fight out here? We're just gonna Elden and chill. Oh, you know where we should probably go? That I keep procrastinating going? Hehe. It's gonna suck, chat, but we're gonna have fun. My favorite demon to read about. What's my favorite demon to read about? We'll talk goes Mitch McConnell. Yes. That was the most base thing to ever happen in chat. That was all right. That one maybe won the award for the day. That one maybe won the award for the day. That was the best use of that. That, you know. Man, can we please two-hand the thank you? I'm like, we know we're gonna die again anyway, but we may as well pretend we're not. Oh, baby. My thing does nothing to you. I love how I can take on Rykard at my level, but not you. Woo! But no, in terms of reading about them, one thing to keep in mind is that none of the information is really reliable. Who do I personally work with? Astaroth. But none of the information that you read about these figures, especially from any of the papal sources, should be taken seriously. It's basically all propaganda, and so much of it is ridiculous. Like, so for example, in the Roman Catholic tradition, Astaroth is considered male, but everybody knows that Astarte, aka Inanna, aka Ishtar, is female. So it was one of these, it's one of these distinctions where basically what the church did when they took on these deities and devoured them was that they completely changed the actual stories themselves and the meaning behind these figures. So it's It's basically garbage. Basically. That's what we're dealing with. Let's get on some heavy armor. What do we need? Just get something on. Yes, Phoenix, go for it. Yeah, it was territory and culture acquisition, exactly. And unfortunately, what happened in the midst of it, right, is that they completely changed the meaning of everything related to these figures. So it's like whenever people talk about, like, it's like, unfortunately, it's not... The actual papal sources are just... Whoa. Most of the demonology named characters are gods in the game, as they should be, Phoenix, which is awesome. See, I love that. I like that they actually care enough to pay that much attention, because unfortunately, a lot of these other games really don't. It's like, weirdly enough, though, and I will give the game credit for this, Diablo actually managed to nail how powerful that Lilith should actually feel to work with. It was just sort of funny from the aspect that it was like, yeah, there's zero accuracy here. Anime uses tons, yeah. Yeah. It's kind of wild. Like the Fate series, yeah. I don't watch too much of it because I'll be honest with you guys, I just wind up, like, for me, I'm much more of a reader. Like, if I had the manga, I'd probably read the manga, but I'm not really gonna, like, to sit there and actually spend the time has not really been too much fun for me historically. So these days I do a lot more book reading, but it is sick. I do like that. See, that's at least impressive. I agree with you. Yeah, the mind eye is fun to stretch, right? It's fun. And one thing I love, so, and people don't realize this, so Astarte, who I work with, aka Astaroth, is actually represented in these, like, very old Sicilian caves that exist beneath Palermo. And you can actually still see her depiction there, which is pretty awesome. So if any of you are ever going to go to Italy at some point, that would be a fun excursion. But basically, for those who are not initiated, she's the original version of the Virgin Mary. And that's part of why the Virgin Mary is such a revered figure in the area. Which is such a shame, we'll talk, because if they just did their homework, it's like, but you could have had an excuse to make big boobs. And flowing, lovely black hair, and riding in on a freaking dragon. It's just like, Sag. The Sag is so real. It's like, oh no, Google exists. So that's always been usually my main complaint with the media is that it's just like, to actually work with the thing and then to see how it's represented in the media, you're like, yeah. Bro, I hate the way that his health box works. Bro, I would need more than an Adderall for this. This is... Alright, Phoenix. Good luck, dude. There we go. Now we're caught up. Oh. Warhammer has, yeah, I did hear about that. We're gonna see. I'm not really in the mood to start an epic fantasy series. I'll be honest with you guys. I accidentally, at my bookstore, if you guys want to laugh, I accidentally picked up Smut by accident at the bookstore. And it's like the worst. It's like the worst attempt at a Norse story you've ever read in your life. Like, it's so tropey that it's actually painful. But I was like, you know what? I bought it, so now I have to commit to it. And I'm like, I am not a smut girly in terms of like, I'm on the asexuality spectrum, for those of you that don't know, so for me, like, this is just not a thing that I do. So I'm, like, sitting there through the book, and it was so funny, because I'm, like, texting my best friend, and I'm literally just like, and she's wet again. I'm like, ugh, and she's wet again. I was like, is this the whole book? I was like, is this whole book just gonna be tense eye contact, and just... But I'm like slowly getting used to it, so my best friend is just kind of like, could she be converted? Enjoy, Goodwin! Drive safe! But yeah, it was really funny, because like, so our local bookstore is actually where I grabbed it from, and I was like, it was really funny because I was actually asking her that I was like, now when she was like heavily recommending the books, I'm like, you know, it's like, did she know what she was up to? And I'm like, oh yeah, she definitely knew exactly what she was up to. I was like, I hope she had a good chuckle. It was funny. All right, let's get out of this. Let us go somewhere else. Let's go looking around for dungeons. We need to go and find dungeons. And oh my gosh, Crystal, you're fine. Chicken wire on the run part of the coop. Nice. Dude, chicken wire is fun to work with. Can be a little bit complicated at times, but overall, very, very versatile. Cool indeed. But yeah, my friend was really funny. She was just like, and slowly she will get used to it. It's been a lot of suffering though. As for a novel, worker takes one look at your neckbeard and slips you an NTR short story. And do something that will have you wanting to read Warhammer. Yeah, go for it. I'll be honest though, I'm definitely not in the mood for like fantasy or sci-fi epics right now, because I've just been... I'm a little bit fantasy tapped out, if I'm honest with you guys, especially too because of like all the analysis that I've been doing on the side with some friends about the House of the Dragon and stuff. Like my mind is just very into Martin's universe. So I was like, oh, I'll read something like non-committal, like a standalone novel, you know what I mean? And it was just like, Warhammer Amazon when I was younger and got fatigued from our D&D campaign. Yeah. I've heard really, really good things about Warhammer. It is something I do eventually want to get into. Oh, I see. I just sent someone in this morning before my shift ended. Oh, Crystal. I'm so sorry. But the second leg of it was planet traveling based off Warhammer. Oh, that's sick. But yeah, it was very funny because I actually did get to see my book lady fairly recently, and she was hilarious because she was like, oh, like, because I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't really read smut, and she's like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. She was like, I was gonna ask about that, and I was like, well, you know, for me, I used to read growing up like a lot of fan fiction that had it in it, and I was just kind of like, I was like, this is weird. Like, Dan was a nerd and the fantasy turned sci-fi when we beat the main campaign. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like, for me, I don't know jack shit. I'm here with sound welcoming, Cray. It's good to see you. Needless to say, we gave up on DS1. We're cooked. We are cooked. That was painful. What is that? Are you a thing? No, that's not a thing. Alright, we are looking for dungeons in Caelid. Because we haven't found any... Actually, we found one crystal cave in Caelid. But I feel like there have to be more. Found Bloodburn, the enemies turn from beasts to elder space. Oh, okay. That's awesome then. Oh, whoa, 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 okay. Yeah, like those vibes. Those vibes... 100%. For me, it's like all of the super extra focus on technology and stuff is just not my fave. It's like when we cracked open Cyberpunk, I was like, okay, this is just like a lot of overstimulation for me. Whereas a world like something like this, it's like I can kind of like digest the elements. In a hyper sci-fi environment, I'm just like, they've lost me. But like, I think that's also why I like Subnautica, is that it was very streamlined. Because it's super difficult to make convincing, yeah. And this is the thing, right? So I love Subnautica because Subnautica was like very, very easy to digest. It was like, here you are, you have crash landed, this is your alien planet, here's your scanner, go. And I was like, okay, this I can digest. The others, however, was not a, Wow! Hey, Mimic! Whee! Oh, for God's sake. Alright, let's get off. Let's actually commit to this. Oh, it's a good thing that I rolled into you. Woo-wee! Cyberpunk can be a handful, yeah. It's in the book sometimes. Absolutely, Harley. I'll definitely check this out. Well, especially, too, if it's somebody else reading it, that helps. Brother. Oh, shit, Mimic! Well, I contributed. This is the realization that Null God is trying to reproduce through you ascending in Bloodborne, right? It's just like, well, that's a thing that's happening. Do I have boluses? We could really use some boluses, you know? Artorias Fergs, once we realized that we completely bricked, like beyond redemption, the Man-Serpent Greatsword. Once I saw that, so unfortunately, so the last time that we had played, right, we had leveled up the Man-Serpent Greatsword, but because of a misclick, I wound up with a crystal Man-Serpent Greatsword, which I did not want. And then it wouldn't let us undo it, so I was like, oh, I guess I'm just stuck here now with this. And so then trying to fight Artorias with like significantly underleveled weapons and like the grinding that would have to go, I'm just like, you know what? You know what? You gotta be in such a headspace for that. Welcome in, Johnny. It's good to see you. Who wants to grind for 30, 45? It's kind of, it's not even about the grinding. It's honestly, for me, what it boils down to is like, it's something that I would probably grind off camera instead of dragging you guys through. It'll be really good for like when we have a day where we just want to do some music discovery and chill and we just like alternate playlists or something. It'll be fun for that, but like, yeah, like we would basically just have to be straight up grinding. And that's one of those things where like, especially with you guys with stream, like I don't really want to drag you guys through parts of games that are like just physically painful to endure. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, to some degree, I would feel kind of responsible. What the hell? Oh, stop! Hang on. Ah! Stupid lock on! Laws of DS1, where the progression isn't linear. That's the thing. So it's like, basically we'll do the grinding. We'll definitely do the section when I have like more of a mental capacity for it. But until we have it, I was just like, this is not going to be a fair. I was like, y'all are basically just going to be like, oh, she's like dragging ass through it. It's like the last time that we did Artorias, for context, by the way, we spent 3.5 hours solid just fighting him repeatedly. And getting nowhere. And so it was kind of just like, the minute that I felt like I knew what I was doing, yeah, the minute that I felt like I actually knew what I was doing, the sword broke and I was just like, we're... Screws like grinding in DS1. I use a glitch that gives you infinite souls. Do I feel bad? No, I do not. No, I wouldn't feel bad either, man. Wait, did we actually get a sight of grace at the beginning of this? I don't think we did. Well, this is torturous. Do I feel bad? No, I do not. Yeah, I never feel bad for the hacks. Especially too in like in a game, if it's older and it hasn't been patched, and you know it's going to be as ruthless as DS1 can be at times, I wouldn't feel bad for that either. I feel like you have to have a certain limit to what you'll allow to fuck with your patience. And like for the rest of DS1, right, we had a wonderful time. It was just, by the time that we got to that, I was like... By the time that we got to that, I think you guys, even as chat too, could be like, yeah, she's overwhelmed. I was like, there's only so long that you can, there's only so long that you can deal with that before you're gonna become a rageaholic. And I was like, you know, we've already had kind of a week. Like we were all talking about it earlier. I was like, I think we're good. Good. 2011 for the remaster or for the original? Did the original really only come out in 2011? That was my graduation year. That's hilarious. The original was 2011? Wait, that's actually hilarious. That's not ancient at all. That's literally the year I graduated high school. That's so funny. Let's go! They up the resistances and movesets beyond the player character. Okay, got you. Like, I love the game, and we've had a wonderful experience with it. I just need to be in the headspace, you know? Like, I need to fully be ready to, like, basically get pissed off at the cheese. You know what? Basically, when you have to grind in DS1, you're like, I gotta be in the kind of mood where we just put on the metal playlist and just go. Whereas with this, I'm like, we can do some boss grinding, we can do some hanging out and chatting and stuff, and we'll just be relaxing. Yeah, the dragon. I was actually just seeing Chabs. What's up, Boar? Yeah. Yeah. It's like, it's straight up just spammy. How you doing, War? It's good to see you, dude. Trust me, I get it. I lost my patience so hard. Like, so we ran into that boss room because I was like, oh, maybe we could try that instead of me suffering through this, right? And it just, like, did not. I was like, okay. Oh, Jerry's bad. I'm talking about the final guy. Oh, okay, okay. I got you. Excuse me? But what's up, War? How's your day going? That's like, maybe? Oh, there's a... Okay, okay, I see. I had to switch into Dungeon Master mode on work party stuff for my campaign. And then you died. Why, thank you. Yes, every now and then, though, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there is a part of me that actually weirdly likes getting rid of aka souls and or runes or whatever else you want to call them. I actually kind of like getting rid of them because then it like clears your conscience where you're not like, oh, I'm trying to hold on to these and do all this crap. Like, there are times where I'll just be like, all right, let's whiff it. I don't think we can survive this. I was like, all right, where are we headed? Once you find the lever. The lever. Lever, Johnny Lever. Here we fucking go. Enjoy, War! It's so nice to see you, dude. I hope it all goes well tonight. Brother, why are you using magic? Let's get rid of the caster. What's up, Williams? War whoopins. I know, right? That would be so funny, actually. That's such a good name. War whoopins. Mad Pumpkinhead. War whoopin. Listen, I love that name. That is actually sick. Right, War? I was like, I think you're gonna like that. Hell yeah. Anemone Feld. Anemone. It always brings me back to Finding Nemo. Man, Finding Nemo, man, was such an era. We need another movie out like Finding Nemo. What do you guys think about Shrek 5? Is anybody gonna actually see Shrek 5? How are you doing, Williams? It's good to see you. What are all of our plans with Shrek 5? Because I definitely think I'm gonna see it. Also, could somebody please do exclamation boss for me? I'm gonna see Shrek? Yeah, me too, dude. I kind of want to see. I need to get caught up on all the other movies because, like, I think I've seen Shrek 1. I know I have not seen Shrek 2. I can tell you for a certainty that I have never seen Shrek 2. Why, thank you, Rev. I've witnessed. Oh, you know what? That actually fits because we do need a second one, technically. I Mystic Lovewort. I'll never use anything but my Mimic again, but just in case. We need Finding Nemo, except instead of fishes, it's the dead homies in the after- Yo. That would actually go so hard. A grief-literate Disney movie would actually slap. What in the world? This is gonna be bad. All right, you little shits, get out here. Why, thank you. I've been good. This week is a little bit crazy. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but this week was definitely a little... This week was definitely a little loco. I was like, we gotta chill out. I know it's the Mercury retrograde pre-shadow, and I know that that makes everybody a little bit on edge, but like we were talking about this earlier too in chat, Williams, where it was like, oh boy, like... It's got intense out there. Right, Cray? Are you noticing it with class? I hope the students have been okay. I was thinking about you with that too, because I was like, man, anyone in education right now, like, the struggle is so real. Retrograde has me considering the Fent, right? I have an unhealthy urge to scream at some of our vendors. There you go. Probably that. Hey, the wolf imped! Oh, that's actually gonna be so sick. I love this pot, but I could also see myself going for the imped. That's the wolf. I love the cosmetics in this game, man. We're gonna have such an interesting fit by the end game. Over 5. And probably that, Williams. I'll tell you something. It gets so tense. Like, people... So, there's a lot of technology problems, communication problems. I mean, you guys saw it last time with stream. I don't think we've ever had just, like, equipment die on us mid-stream. But it was weird. Collects recyclables to resell them. Has been on edge. Oh, old talk. That's so sad. Poor guy. I hope he's okay. That always makes me really sad. When older people are having a hard time, I'm like, ugh, then you know it's getting real. You know? Like, people our age, it's like one thing, but especially when you see like older people getting upset. Special situations in their job. It's been a really stressful week. Yeah, Cray. There's a lot happening also out there in the wider world. Just, he walks all day, yeah. Dude, he makes more money doing that than his warehouse job? Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, dude. And let me tell you something. It's like a criminally underrated service that communities quite seriously need. Sag. Get! Yeah, nasty. Get off me. Old people on old people crime is crazy to me. Yeah, dude. That's one of those fascinating studies where you're just like, huh. Much as we would love to make it make sense, there's no real way to make it make sense. And trust me, I've tried. But no, my mom was real cute today. She actually came out in the most original goth girl outfit I have ever seen in my life, and I was like, I'm so happy that you're my mom and that you're the original goth. She's like so sweet. Like at 71, she straight up is rocking goth outfits more so than I am. I was like, I love it. Indeed, Sil. They have less to lose, so they go feral when it comes down to the wire. Yeah, we had somebody actually, unfortunately, kill his wife. Or, I don't know. Are we supposed to say unalive now? I still say kill. I find this whole, like, unalive... I find this whole censoring for social media bullshit so tedious and annoying. I'm like, why can't we say the word suicide anymore? What are you talking about? Like, they killed someone. Like, it just... Come on. We have true crime documentaries all over the place. It pissed me off. But we had somebody who, around the corner from my father's childhood home, deleted his wife, with an axe. Out of nowhere. And weirdly enough, the guy that I was talking to at the bar was the crime scene cleanup for the case. And it was so weird. We had, like, all these calls come in about it because we owned the property at the time. Rather than favorably, yeah. I must corporate speak online. It's so weird. Old talk, it's so weird. Censoring isn't going to change the fact that it happened exactly, Phoenix. And that's the thing is, like, why can't we just use the plain English? I'll never understand. For me, the part of it that's stupid, and it's always going to be stupid in my opinion, is the, it's like this intense insistence. It's like, we're gonna make everything safer by not using this word. It's like, this feels like trifling, coddling nonsense. It doesn't actually feel like it exists for a reason. You know? The homeless hostel architecture is referred to as safe. Oh my god, old talk. The homeless hostel architecture makes me want to just, like, transport myself into another dimension. I'm so angry at New York City for it, you have no idea. I'm ready to just riot. The UK has become a madhouse? What happened in the UK? Makes my brain hurt, right? We installed safe benches in the subway system. It pisses me off to no end. And the part that kills me about it is that the people that they're talking about keeping safe, I'm like, alright, listen to me. The percentage of people who actually served our country in a myriad of ways who are now homeless and struggling with mental illness solely because of poverty. And so what are we going to do to these individuals who we already didn't take care of? We're then going to penalize them for the fact that we didn't take care of them to begin with. It makes me want to just, like, start losing my mind. You know? Like, I just can't, I refuse to fathom it. Oh, is that the unfortunate... I think it was a stabbing early, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, it was like a 17-year-old who attacked small children, and it's just the most... Murk instead of murder, but for video games, because it sounds funny, yeah. Murk always sounds funny. It really is just disturbing, old talk, is it not? Airport down 3 police who wanted to do search. Another officer came charging in and kicked the guy's head. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ, Fergs. That's so sad. What? Brother, what in the world? Massive protests across the country, yeah. And you see, this is a perfect example, by the way, about how the American news media fails us, because we haven't heard any of this. We haven't heard a peep out of any of this. Races at the moment in the UK, yeah, unfortunately us too. And I mean, it's no surprise because we're in an election year, but the racism and sexism tones have been at an all-time high. I mean, like my mods know, I actually just this week really got very, very frustrated with an encounter that we had earlier in the week. And let me tell you something, I'm like, there's only so much patience that you have for it as a member of one of the groups being discriminated against, but as a woman, I'm just like, buddy, do not come into my chat with sexist views. It's not gonna end well. Rather live in the lands between, right? Problems with races. It makes me so sad. I just read about how monarchies dealt with undesirables. Got a light bulb light up, yeah.
Stop, please.
It was just weird. And I think that that's something that at the end of the day, I'm getting better at identifying a little bit faster, but it's just a little bit like being a tarnish doesn't sound so bad nowadays. Yeah, honestly, Scarlet Rot, but big shout out to The Witcher for putting in the Scarlet Mist as a reference to Elden Ring and their DLC content. I think that that's actually pretty dope. If I do say so myself, I think that that's a tiny thing to celebrate, and the choral reference. But yeah, I think right now all over the world, there's like this very increased tension going on with these topics. And it's like, for us in America, we deal with it a lot perennially because this is America. But Public of the Lake, she picked up a pot full of water. What the hell? What do you mean he killed her because she picked up a pot full of water? What? But yeah, I'm not really somebody who cares very much about, so that you guys know, the algorithmic censoring beyond that we follow. Like, obviously we don't want like super violent shit and threats and whatnot in the chat, and you know, criminals entering the country under false pretense of being shoved into communities who are fine, but then the crime rate goes up and it adds to the tension. What's going on with that? Like, we don't, when I tell you guys that, like, we genuinely don't hear any of this in the US, I mean, Phoenix can testify, we don't hear any of this, I'll talk too. We literally do not hear a peep about any of this stuff, ever. A system while maintaining corporate dominance is a means to the end. Yeah, and what's funny, old talk, is that, like, it's amazing to me that they think that this is going to just be something that everyone just politely abides by. Oh shit, Cray. And the cop turned off his body cam. Bad news bears. This is gonna be bad. For me, I just think the wildest and most delusional energy of what's been going on in this time period is that a lot of people are not realizing that so many of the things that they're blaming on racial tensions actually boil down to class tensions. I heard any of the same, Phoenix. I didn't hear a word. No, this was referring to be fair, yeah. We had no idea that this was happening. One thing for like a week or two. Yeah, Crystal, and because my dad works for the news, I can tell you guys this for a fact. They really do pick and sort their stories according to what they believe will produce the most sensation. Like when I was younger, actually, it's funny, there's actually still a photo of me from when I was on the news when I was like 6 years old, because I like went with my dad to work for the day. But unfortunately, the newsroom is not what it used to be. That's the saddest part. It's like, man, journalism has changed. Being utilized as smoke screen. Yeah. Well, and this is the thing. It's like so much of it is really just class, and a lot of people are blaming it on race, and it's actually exhausting and infuriating when you see it happen, because you're like, oh boy. For decades had an impact, yeah. Well, and then when we get into stuff like gerrymandering, it's just like, I think people get very overwhelmed with the amount of information that there is to actually have to learn in cases like this, and it's like, dude, it's think one of the saddest parts about the world that we currently live in is that everybody is so focused on like this agenda of like, here's all the ways that we're different. Here's all the ways that here's all the ways that we should hate each other. And it's like, dude, we all have more in common than we do different. Everyone relax. I'm like, when you boil it down at the end of the day, every single one of us has more in common with each other than we do that's different. And that's the saddest part about all of these debates, is that it's just like, oh my god. It's splitting hairs over these issues that are like... journalism. I want to remind people that there's still beauty in the world. Yeah. And actually, Phoenix, I have a wonderful book for you on that subject, by the way. It's called Even Darkness Sings. Right after Tyler died, it was actually my only respite. And it was all one travel writer who was going to the saddest places in the world and talking about his experiences there. And it was actually very, very impactful. There is something very soothing about the fact that in different cultures, the way that grief is perceived is different. Challenge anyone to reject us, yeah, right? It was wonderful, and actually the title I love, Even Darkness Sings, is very, Western dominance globally is called widespread disparity, yeah. And unfortunately, too, there's many folks who are still in this mentality where it's like, how do we divide each other more than uniting each other? And it's like, I'll put it to you guys this way. I mean, I don't have... In terms of where our country stands, I don't have a single conservative bone in my body. So for me, it's just kind of like, good night, Crystal. Have fun and don't riot without me. Don't you worry, we wouldn't think of it, fellow goth girl. Can't be out here rioting without the goth ladies at the forefront, you know? Who else is gonna hold up the shield wall? If not us, then who? I think the most unfortunate part, and this is a big issue with it too, is like the reductionist behavior. Like, how many of you guys have noticed this in recent years? I see so many more shortcuts being applied to people when we talk about them in generalized ways. Like, for me, what creeps me out about that is that I'm just like, why do we have so many labels now for things that maybe we didn't need to be labeling people based off of? Especially when it comes to like different marginalized groups, I'm like, this creeps me out and I hate the tone of it. People pretending that the post-digital age and current technology couldn't have solved these disparities in a different, more collective way. Yeah. It's like, remember how the universe was supposed to bring everybody together and not become a constant thing where we rip each other apart? It's kind of an interesting... We're living in a very interesting time with relation to that. Because, like, in some ways, right, we have this platform, which is wonderful because we have a very multicultural community from all over the world. I think it's a beautiful thing. But what I find saddening is how many times we just enjoy Phoenix. Ooh, burgers sound wonderful. What I find saddening is how many times we're actually seeing people just straight up resort to shortcuts when it comes to discussing each other instead of actually trying to like find common ground. And it's just like, oh boy. It's like we don't teach people conflict resolution anymore or how to have a discussion. We're just teaching them how to scream at each other irrationally. Dogma of individualism when it comes to, yeah, which is really unfortunate. And I was actually thinking about this today. It's like, I wonder how different our world would be if we lived in a more collectivist society. Hey. What's up, Kat? Good to see you. How you doing? How's the situation going at home? I've been thinking of you, Kat. I've been sending some good vibes. I don't know if any of it's getting there, but... It's not even just the kids, though, Harley. It's also the adults who aren't using it, even if they were taught it. It's like, I just don't understand where people think, no problem, dude. Well, thank you for popping in, Kat, and not a problem. I hope all's going well. And here's the thing, it's also like the adults not using what they've learned. And that's one of the more painful parts, especially somebody who came from academia. It's like, there's nothing more depressing than the same professors who were like helping you learn critical thinking skills, and then you like see them out in the wild, not only not using it, but not using it in such a way where it's like, oh wow, you like don't take notes in your own class, I guess. It's like, ugh. But no, there's definitely an agenda, especially too with all the standardized testing. You don't want to see them as bad people. Yeah, it is really sad. And here's the thing, and I will say this, I think that people are allowed to not be, yeah, they should have more empathy than what they're demonstrating based off of what they teach. And I think one thing that's important to mention is like, we all have things that trigger us and cause us to have reductions in our empathy. That's like a very normal human phenomenon where, like, yeah, there will always be things that trigger you. But there's a big difference between being triggered and just writing off an entire group of people. There's a big difference between being triggered and, you know, taking one of these like very intense hardline stances that denies other people their humanity. And I think that's what's interesting. Still taught, same as question everything, even things that are obvious, yeah. It's like consistently intentional negligence that maintains an ivory tower situation. It's like an actual threat to functioning society, right? You would think. Who would have guessed? Fergs, thank you for the lotion gloves. Wow, my voice really... Fergs, my voice really cracked on your name. That could have been a sound effect, honestly, on this channel. That was about to be comical. That's what happens to your vocal cords from coffee, folks. Do be on the lookout. Be careful out there. Not that I would ever give up my coffee. Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you, Phoenix. Forgotten that? Forgotten that. Oh my god. Here we go. The English is decaying, everyone. Alright, let's do this. Hey, Siri? Hey, Siri? Could you please set a timer for 5 minutes?
5 minutes. Starting now.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Hey, thank you for the follow, dude. But yeah, my biggest focus on this time period, guys, so like, all help us all remember how much more we all have in common than we do disparate and separate. The retrograde is affecting our speech. Oh, yes. Yes, and my sleep. I don't know if you guys have had like really bad sleep lately, but I have had some questionable sleep recently that was like, ooh. Right? Three weeks on and off, yeah. It's a weird, I honestly will say that I blame it on a lot of the stressors. What the hell was, oh! It's the lack of REM, yeah. REM sleep is, oh my goodness. It's so crucial. It's one of these factors that honestly you cannot forget about how much a lack of sleep, by the way, affects everyone's ability to emotionally regulate, which will change the whole tone of your interactions so dramatically from one minute to another. Is the weather, it's summer, so it's hot, humid nights for me. Yeah, Harley, that's very fitting. Especially too, like, in areas where there is not as much air conditioning, that would be... Whew. Sleeping 8 total, but it's like 2 to 4, yeah. It's like 2 to 4 because you're not able to have the, like, really nice... Kinda isn't as much as a factor, thankfully. Oh shit. Shit! Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Nothing like some close quarters, everyone. Cosplaying as your character, right? Yeah, exactly. Or my character is doing a poor cosplay of them. You have a portable air conditioner, but it's in the living room. Oh, I see. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that will definitely be a factor. Thank you, Mimic. Yeah, I get that. I'm somebody who goes to sleep. Usually when I sleep best, it's like 67, 66 degrees. I'm not even a 68 degree girl. What is... Wait, this is so sick. What is this actually? Goth girl senses tingling. Actually, this is awesome. Oh my god, I'm in love with it. Sleep in a fridge if I could, right? Carry the audience over to Twitch, right? Listen, all I'll say is that there's a market. There is a market. And same, Williams, if I could sleep in the fridge, I definitely would, especially lately. We have had some very hot, humid days that frankly are just a little much. On 60.8 right now to cool the room, as it was 82.4. Holy. And also, by the way, it can't be underestimated how much like central air is something that I think a lot of us Americans take for granted compared to countries in which there is absolutely no such thing. Like for us, when our air conditioning broke, we had 2 summers in a row. The first couple years that we had like 90+ degree weather, and our air conditioning broke both years. 82 degrees Fahrenheit? Yeah, Fergs. It's hot. UPS 3 trucks having no AC in Texas. Oh my god. Oh my god, yeah, Texas, dude. Texas and Arizona. Man, Arizona gets freaking hot. Arizona is one of those states where I'm like, man, you could not pay me to move out there. I would not be able to sleep. At least not comfortably. Now I'll do this. I was like, how to do this without getting thrown off the cliff by this dog. The new union agreement. Interesting. Is there a new union agreement with UPS? Not sure. It's been an ongoing battle for years. Interesting. I know almost nothing about it, to be honest. Makes it worse is in the UK, all of our homes are insulated against the cold. Yes. Yep, so they become ovens in the summer. Unless it was fully voted on. Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't even know this was a thing. I mean, I'm very... Listen, anything that protects workers' rights, especially to a degree where it's like we're fighting for humane standards in a lot of these positions, 100% for it. That's something for me that, like, you just cannot go wrong with. It's just a matter of, you know, will it actually accomplish what it sets out to do? Like, I hate it when you hear about these agreements and then it's like, oh, well, we checked back in 3 years later and actually things are worse. Top of that, we don't have hot weather long enough for our bodies to adapt. Yeah. Yeah, the temporary heat can be really dangerous. I know my aunt passed away a couple of years ago, actually, from her place. I want to say that the resting temperature indoors was 89.7 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna have thunderstorms tonight? Yeah, Fergs. I don't know if we're actually forecasted to have one here. Ah, check. Oh, hey. Good, good, good. It was nuts. I was like 89 degrees. Like, no thank you. know. Wouldn't it be nice if I actually hit him? Okay. Get fucking wrecked. Whoops. Okay. We'll take it. Look at Teamsters raffled it. Wage increases in 2-tier system. New trucks with AC, old ones get fans, and some other improvements. Hey, that's pretty decent. Hey, that's pretty decent. Thank God for air conditioning. That's something, you know? He was like, hey, can you summon me now? I know, right? Hey, you can summon me now. Yeah, exactly. When you get stomped so hard that you're like, mommy? He got absolutely handled. Traveled the US when I was 17. I hated Florida and Miami because of the humid heat. Blast, it's good to see you, dude. How you doing? I love Nevada and Texas, yeah. Dry heat is so much better in every way, shape, and form than humid heat. But then I also do not have injuries that depend on humidity. So I will say this much. I do know that for people who need the humidity for their physical injuries, the dry heat can be very grating. Dry heat, you just find shade, yeah. Yeah. Dry heat is like shade. Humid heat is just... ugh. Like, my dad and I have actually been dealing with this a lot lately. We've been waking up to go for our little walk and coffee, and we have been waking up to 89% humidity, 88% humidity some days. Ow. All right, asshole. Can you imagine if I could just take him down with one hit? Ow. Owie. Slap you right in the ass. You would think, you know? Oh my god, this one hurts. Brothers. Here, I can use his tail whip. You would think that this should really be a crit. Or at least something, because, like, I do a lot of bleed damage. Oh shit. Really good that I can't get to your eye, buddy. Getting a dragon in the balls is nuts, right? Especially if it was a Targaryen dragon, no thank you. Like Caraxes, buddy, he's not nice enough. Yeah. Then you walk 10 meters and you're facing something so much higher level than you, yeah. The only thing that I will say first that makes it so satisfying is that we got close. You know what I mean? So that's at least one nice aspect of it, but I can understand that. That would be frustrating. Also, how many times have we died? I want to say that we have died a total of... We're gonna do 2, because I'm pretty sure that I died from fall damage without counting it. I don't even know where we were. I'm like, I'm gonna be so real with you guys. Where am I going? But yeah, that's the thing first that I will say that definitely with the Souls series, you find a lot more consistency across like the actual level of opponents in a given level. However, I will say this much, because you have the open world features of this, I do understand why it is that way, because I don't think that the game would have great replayability if they were to take that feature out, if that makes sense. Like, for example, we could fight some tree sentinels. We haven't done anything with the tree sentinels. But if we do square up to the tree sentinels, they're probably still gonna kill us. They're probably still gonna get us. I don't think that I'm so OP that I'm like exempt from the tree sentinels wrecking me. Makes speedrunners happy, yeah. Where are we going? I could never imagine. I honestly want to just give such a shout out to anybody who can no-hit speedrun these games. God bless you. Because just with my deaths alone in a blind playthrough of Elden Ring, no hit would be intense. Over 20 times off the rip. Damn, dude, did you get him? You killed the dying dragon? No, we have not. In like 2016, I did some no-hit Dark Souls 1. Holy! Old talk, big shout out. That's tough. A Pyro Faith build, yeah, I've heard really good things about Pyromancer and Faith builds. We technically have the Pyromancer's hand, but like, for some reason I just can't quite get the timing with casting in these games. And you killed it after the 20 tries. See, that I believe. In fact, let's actually go there and do that. I think that would be fun. Because I cannot find the dragon that we were at. Where did we start? Here? No. No. Good thing that I know where I am. Jesus, God. It's all the way back here. It's like we haven't been here in an age. PS1, most no-hits rely on Black Knight weapons. And wearing no armor while upgrading Pyromancy on the way. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, what is this? I'm so fascinated by how hard that this is about to be. I'm kind of like, there's part of me that's like, it probably won't be that bad. There's another part of me that's like, this is gonna hurt. Wow, and I miss. And she whiffs. Never mind. Yeah, guys, I don't know. Whoops. Why, thank you, Phoenix. As a matter of fact, could you add 2 to 3 others to that, if you don't mind? Wasn't that weird? Yeah, that was weird. That was a time to be alive. And down he goes. I know, right? I'm like, oh. Thank you. Got a bit of stomping. What level are we? We are level 85. We're almost at endgame level, yeah. And then what we're gonna do, so we're not gonna be getting into DLC stuff until we've done a couple of new game pluses on the character. So it's gonna be extra painful, but we're basically gonna get to a point with our build where it's so refined that it just fucking hurts. that we need the DLC to hurt badly. And I have talked to a couple of people who have recommended this method, and I was like, okay. Yeah, this is gonna be some painful shit. I'm warning you guys now, it's gonna be... I mean, keep in mind, by the way, we're still dying to Blythe, so I don't think that we, I think we're gonna have a very good time when we first start the DLC, but I'm excited for when we get there. It's gonna be interesting. That much I can at least guarantee. Without additional suffering, exactly. I don't know, man. That crystal sword situation pissed me right the hell off. I was like, alright, everyone go to hell. That sucked. That was rough. I was like, this is some, Alright, what's down here? Why haven't I been down here? What the fuck is... oh. I'm like retracing my steps to see if we're missing bosses, basically before we go do the big baddies. I'm like, are we missing minis? The way we almost had that dragon down made me sad. Alright, good. Invader. Yeah, we haven't gone this way at all. Isn't this like one of the earliest invasions too? Thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome in. The bloody finger. Hi. Get wrecked. Oh my god. I like this mace a little too much. I think this mace might have been, really growing on me, let's say. Why, thank you. Yeah, I'm like mini boss away. Alright, now what are y'all? What the fuck? I mean, by all means, everyone, please line up. We should have done this in early game, and I love how, like, now, I'm just like, oh, right. This was a thing that could have existed. La 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 la. What are you? Ah, mushrooms. I mean, they're so cute, though. Like, I can't get mad about the game giving us mushrooms. I feel like it's adorable. It's giving cottagecore cozy vibes. Oh, you know what would be nice if I remembered that I have, by the way? Someone yell at me if it gets dark. Ooh, stuffs. Patches, Balber. Oh, fuck, we killed Patches? Ah, shit. Whoops. Archer, thank you for the resub, dude. 13 months, man. That's wild. That's absolutely freaking wild, dude. Thank you for that resub, my friend. Yo, right? Archer, how hot and humid is it by you? Because we were just talking about this too, the difference between like the dry and the humid heat, and how completely different it is for like different health conditions and stuff. But also for like the crime rate. 97, yo, it was 94 in my car today. I feel for you. I'm feeling for you. Also, Archer, did I tell you that the Volvo no longer has working air conditioning? Your girl is suffering. I was like, well, looks like we're taking the highway. Like, this is fine. It was not fine. Where are we? Death. Yes, it was awful. The lack of AC has been just, really charming. So what's the deal with... What is this? Don't mind me, gents. Just freezing through. I prefer to freeze, same Archer, every single time. If we could just have perpetually cold weather. Hey Canada, you guys want to share? Because all I'm saying is like, we'll totally take the cold. The first winter, second winter, third winter sounds good to us. Oh good, crab eggs. It's same dude. I would love... You know what I would love? I would love to find a really good sustainable source of air conditioning besides just like weather. Saving it for the warming in the next few decades. Fair. I love how we're just finding stuff in the early game that I just... It's a good thing that I pay so much attention, Archer. This was all early game crap. We never killed the first invader. Macho! 3 hours of sunlight a month. Yo, you know what I've heard are really good, Macho? Are those, like, actually using clay as part of your structure is apparently very good for preventing, heat. Oh, a golden rune one. Don't worry, everyone. I found the golden rune one. We're rich. We're so rich. They got like 3 hours of sunlight. Yeah, especially the Nordic countries in the winter, which is really fascinating. I love hearing about the Scandinavian countries and the way that they experience the winter because we have a lot of sad around here. Using tinfoil keeps the tax man away. You know? You ain't wrong. What else haven't we? Oh my god, you know what we were supposed to do? Hang on. Chat, your streamer's a dum-dum. Hang on. Hang on. Let's get away from these people because we all know that I have a bad time. I was about to say articulating things, but I was referencing my vision. So that's a really good sign that everything is going right upstairs. You know, you can really tell that your streamer is in great shape when they, start making comments that have absolutely no logical sense. All right, let's... Oh, it's all the way over here. Okay, let's go this way. What was the door that was sealed by the rune? Remember that? There was one that we couldn't get through because we had to fight a boss. Not a bug, it's a feature, exactly. Good is relative, but I'm alive. Right, Phoenix? Oh, we still have to find this. Alright, you know what? We got work to do. Hey. Quiet. That's enough of the trumpet. Enough. That's enough. One of these days we'll actually find the, I'll pray for you. Indeed. Sign me up. I thought they were snowmen and felt bad, right? Me too, Williams. Me too. When I first saw them, I was like, oh, look how cute. And then we got hit one time, and I was like, never mind. They're the spawn of Satan. And it was at that moment that she knew. Oh, fuck me. I see them, I start singing Frosty the Snowman. Me too in my head! Oh my god. Do you know something? Why is it that... Oh, never mind. Alright, we just gotta run. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. Hey, look, you're in the city. What's up, Ish? How you doing? We're trying to find the shortcut that opens that door. You remember the boss that I couldn't fight yet because I didn't have the, I'm the gingerbread man. Thank you, Goodwin, for finishing my sentence. I have expected Elsa's song getting queued up as well. Yeah, right? Let it go. Can't catch me. I'm the pothead man. Yo, literally. We're the jarhead. Let it go. Let it go. My favorite version is Can't Do This Shit Anymore. I sing the Can't Do This Shit Anymore version so much more frequently than the vanilla. Yeah, we've been up there. We fought the main guy there. Oh, fuck. Alright, this thing exists. You piece. Hey. Indeed. You know a song is gonna be good when it starts on the note of fuck it all. Oh, I see. Ow. Brother, Brother, Yeah, we fought Golden Godfrey. What's that, brother? Right? It was weird. Oh! Brothers, did everyone just see that? The fuck is happening right now? Oh shit. A limited time weapon. It did hurt. Well, I did it. Okay, limited time weapon where? That was weird, wasn't it? Why, thank you, Archer. And oh my god, Archer, I can't wait for you to explore the different chat sounds. I think you're gonna love it. Some of them are gonna be based off of current memes too, so we'll be switching them up as we need to. Where you fought him, you should be able to fast travel. We fought him a while ago. It was the... here's the middle. I'm gonna guess it's this. Let me see. Yay! Alright, let's see. We actually got to the right place. Oh, you're completely fine, Cat. Do not even worry at all. You are totally good. Got that door to the left. Okay. Out this door to the left. All right, Archer, enjoy. Just follow the main path. Okay. Interessante. Welcome back, Cat, and not to worry, I completely get it. For some reason, I was going to start singing Tiptoe Through the Tulips. But this is not the time for that song. Quite some things here interesting. Oh yeah, these things. They suck. Miranda powder. Ooh. Golden. Oh, a crucible knight. Hey, come here, buddy. How many of these assholes would there be? Because if the answer's gonna be a lot. Well, he's gone. I'll never catch one of these things. That's one thing about me, is that I can, like, not time those at all. I don't know about anybody else, but I just lack all of the, So your final destination, if you look out in the middle of the open area of the city, there's a lightning bolt statue sticking up. Alright, let me see. Okay, so it's this thing. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. Looking for Applebee's with DMX playing in the background is the worst version of a dystopia, right, Macho? That is actually pretty awful. Spot where the railing is broken. Okay. This one? Breaking the railing, you're gonna jump down to a lower platform. Okay. But there was a break in the railing. Well. Let's see. We've been over. Yeah, we have been this way. I remember this. We run. Mommy? Alright, let me do this. My favorite weapons of the game would help me beat the toughest bosses of the game. Okay. I'm interested. Now, are you saying toughest boss in the base game or the DLC? Weapon made Melania a breeze. All right. Melania, it's Melania. That was funny. Don't worry. I know exactly what I said there. I heard that one too. I was like, dang. This one? Fully upgrade it. But you will get the chance. Oh, it's on that one. Directly above the lightning bolt. Like this? I don't know if I'll be able to make that. It's this one, right? Where it's missing it? Also, LOL at the assassin in the background. Bitch, what? Just a little bit. Let me see where I am. Am I trying to land on one of the extended ones or no? At the risk of sounding... Extended ones are good. At the risk of sounding redundant. There we go. Mission accomplished. Alright, so obviously, where are we going now? Bolt of what? There we go. Grab that. I got it. Whee! Ah, shit. We're down here again. We haven't done anything down here, though, have we? We should probably do something. Really upgrade. You should have equipped... You should have it equipped and try the weapon art. Ooh, will do. Ah, shit. It's one of those. Does it do a ranged weapon art by any chance? Oh, that's perfect news. That's exactly what I was gonna ask you, is I'm like, can it be ranged? Because if it can be ranged... Oh, I would need 40 decks. Sag. It looks awesome, though. This is definitely like a... Right, this thing's gonna hurt. That's basically gonna be a mini-boss. Let's just strategize for a minute here. Yeah, it's seen the awesome. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I can. I don't have the attributes for it. Oh, this thing's gonna hurt so bad. Alright, let's just do it. Oh, baby. Omen Smirk Mask. Oh, baby. Thank God for that lion's claw. She says in a very Sigurd tone. There's some stuff behind me. Let me see. Oh, thank you. That would have been bad. I was very convinced that that guy was going to be rough. I was like, you know, Lionel stuff. What? The deathbed dress? Excuse me. Goth girl energy increasing. Hang on, everyone. We have to do some fashion souls. What am I hearing? Oh my God in heaven. I'm Galadriel with a pot for a head. I'm so sorry, Ish. Some accessorizing might have to happen. I am so sorry, dude. If you can, try and get at the muscles in your, like, Not your trapezius. I'm trying to think. The upper traps do help, though. Her foot and needing it screwed together, so I'm working 10 hours a day. Take care of all of her stuff. Oh, Ish, I'm so sorry, dude. That is not easy. That is one of the hardest things, is caring for sick relatives. Okay, the deathbed dress is actually awesome. However, I like this. Haven't been sleeping or anything. I'm so sorry, dude. It's not a fun time. Honestly, there are times at which I'm convinced that there's nothing harder. When you get the black knife outfit, yeah. That sounds about right, even just from the name. Alright, let's maybe not be one-handing. Alright, now this guy hurts. There's a guy around here who's very mean. Woo. Spliff, thank you for the raid, dude. Welcome in, raiders. My name is Effie. I die a lot. Significantly less since having this weapon, but it's good to see you, Spliff. How was your stream? Not this. There's higher level somber smithing stones. Thank you, dude. Spliff, thank you so much for the raid, dude, and welcome in, raiders. How was it? How was gaming? What'd you guys get up to? We are chilling in the capital, and let me tell you something. It's not as easy out here as it looks. But that you can jump down to get a deeper part, to get to the deeper part of the sewer. Welcome in, guys. It's so nice to see y'all. I hope that your day's going well. We've been vibing here. We were playing a little bit of Dark Souls 1 earlier, but I'll be honest with you, that Artorias boss fight is just, ugh. With a bricked crystal man-serpent greatsword, I was like, there's no way. There's a well you can jump down. Interesting. This guy is not far from here. Let's see, let's go... This much I'll tell you guys, I know he hurts. Which grace it is exactly, yeah. Let me see. Let's run upstairs. You know what we also need to find is that door to the main area. What was that noise? I didn't hear that. This is where we fought the thing. I know I'm being a very descriptive streamer. And thank you, Phoenix, for that shout out for Spliff. Spliff, I hope your day's been going well. It's so nice to see you guys. Alright, let's do this. Gonna parkour our way up. I feel like every time that we don't explore something in this capital, I'm just straight up missing out. Oh boy. Let's see, let's see. Oh, do I know where I am? Concerned Siegward noises. I don't think we ever made it past this guy, did we? Go this way? Yeah, we just weren't at the level at the time. Like, if we can make a run for the shortcut, though, this will be funny. What was funny was having to roll around him to grab the shiny. I was like, alright. Yay, we found the shortcut. Alright, I feel complete. Oh, it's a happy day, chat. Oh, it's a happy day. Alrighty. Now, what did we need for the... Because, like, so I'm pretty sure, so for context. What was the Queen's bedchamber? I'm trying to think. Well, there was a wall in front of us that was sealed by a rune. That was not the end game. I want to say it was back this way. No, this is definitely the end game area. And then she wanted us to go fight the fire giant. My confusion knows no bounds. I mean, if that's true, then we may as well go and try it out. Let's summon the girl that was next to her dead wolf down in the lakes. Get the summon. We didn't... I don't know. I don't think so. I remember seeing her. But I don't remember how we would... Yeah, like I remember seeing her, but we never got a summon for her. It's a reward if you get her. How would one do that? Forget, but it's a quest to pick her up. Yeah. She was a, oh my god, what's the term for what she is? I think it starts with an A. Be on the side of a cave in an early part of it. Hang on. Let me do one thing. The Shadow Heart in Baldur's Gate. Oh, interesting. Wow, that's a very profitable time for her then, isn't it? Imagine. Let's see. Nomadic Merchant. Do you mean Lacrina? Let's see. I think this is her.
I told the all-hearing brute that I possess, or have you come was my other half. Oh, so old Albus in... Then let's try again. I'm Latenna. An Albinoric, the same as old Albus. My apologies for, I presume, the worst. Seeing that you're another tarnished like that all-hearing brute.
We would never kill the wolf archer, don't you worry. Puppies are friends.
The medallion's better off. Would you consider I must go back? There is something I must do. Even if I must say farewell to my wolf, Lobo.
Yeah, it is familiar.
Accept of the whereabouts of the Thank you kindly. They say the other half of the medallion is beyond the forbidden
Puppies are the best. By far, Archer.
In Castle Sol, on the mountaintops of the giants.
Oh, we're about to go there.
Then I suppose farewell, Lobo. I will go with the tarnished. Forgive me, Lobo.
She's gonna leave her wolf? Wait, this is not a happy ending. I'm actually so sad.
Call upon me when needed.
We should have left her with her puppy.
At your side.
We should have left her with the puppy. I'm sad for the puppy. But why? But we're never gonna use her as a summons. You know? I'm just like, but why did we? Right, Archer? I'm just like, oh. The sadness. The sadness. You know, one thing that does kind of get me too about that is it's like, it'd be so nice if when she dissolved, if it was just like a grave appeared for the puppy or something. End of Main Street, and you're gonna open the, oh, okay, the big gate. Got it, got it, got it. It would just be so nice to see like a little, I'm Sag. Sag. Oh, hey. Oh, good. I'm like, hurry up through the animation, please. Oh, didn't even know that this was here. Very nice. Heyo, it worked out. What a wonderful shortcut. I also have to say, the Capitol at night is just gorgeous. You were just at, there's a way to get down to the sewers. Oh, awesome. Thank you, dude. We will eventually. We will eventually. Okay, let's do this thing. What? At the end of the main street. Oh, follow the street to the other. Okay. Yeah, I was like, wait, gate's not opening? Doesn't make sense with Dark Souls physics. The Soulsborne physics usually allow us to open any gate, no matter how much larger it is, than our player, which is, fascinating physics, but we'll ask them about it some other time. This is open. And up to the left, okay. Oh, so this was the door. This is the way to the door that was sealed that we were wondering about. That's why I was asking. I was like, wait a minute. It's like we found something. Wow, thank you. So polite of it to get off the elevator. Appreciate. Oh, so pretty. Tell you, the aesthetics alone in this game make it so worth the playthrough, because like as much as you can get frustrated sometimes with like the dying and every now and then with like a mechanic or something, I mean look at the aesthetics of this game. It just doesn't get any better. What's up, Spliff? How you doing? It's a playable painting, exactly. Dude, get my food stream as a vibe though. I'm so glad, Spliff. Thank you so much for the raid, dude. I'm so glad that you had a great time. Given some enemies, it makes sense our character can open large doors. True. True. Dude, I'm so glad. What food did you get out of curiosity? What the fuck is happening here? What the fuck is going on? Excuse me? Got you some Wingstop. Oh, that sounds so good right now. What did I just... Pigging out? Yeah, dude, enjoy it. That sounds wonderful. Wingstop is delicious. I am hella jealous. I think I have burritos for later. Think? Nobody quote me. Oh my goodness. Wingstop is such a vibe. Let me tell you something. I never can get enough of buffalo wings. I could just sit there and eat them things all day. I would like if y'all ever can't find me and it comes to a family function, that's probably what I'm doing. I'm probably nomming. Because honestly, there are few things as delicious. Just honestly, like for me, I could put buffalo sauce on anything. Buffalo sauce on eggs slaps. Buffalo sauce and scrambled eggs is a freaking vibe. A unique vibe, but if you also melt in some pepper jack cheese, ooh baby. Interessante. What are we doing here? Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my god, this place is gonna hurt so bad, but look at how beautiful that this is. Meant to buffalo sauce so we would stop throwing away little pieces. Thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome in. Sriracha buffalo sauce sounds good. Yeah, dude. Izerp, nice to meet you. Welcome in, dude. How you doing? I hope well. This is gorgeous. Oh my god. Oh my god. So wait, I'm so sorry. Chat moved too fast. Buffalo sauce was invented for what? Dude, look how gorgeous that this is. This place is gonna hurt like a mofo, but it's pretty. It's gonna hurt real bad, but I think it's pretty. Oh my god, look at the snow! Oh my god, I'm in love with it. Oh my goodness, God! Not this again. Remember how the last time that we faced one of these guys? I did like stupid well. I don't think we're gonna have that luck this time. Did we even do the other one? No, we didn't. Owie. Alright, just kill me, actually. Owie. Let me beat the guy with the flail and the one in Limgrave, yeah. The one in Limgrave was like easy time. Woo-wee! And baby, those iframes. Owie! Peace. Stop it. God damn, you are annoying. No! No. What's up, Honorless? How you doing? Yeah, baby. Leave his horse alone. First try, baby. First freaking try. Alright, now let's teleport back. That was sick, Honorless. Good timing, Ronan. How you doing? I'm almost done with all the Limgrave, thank God. Part 1 run, all bosses going well so far. Why, thank you, y'all. That felt cool. That felt very cool. That was sick. Why, thank you, Phoenix. But what's up, Ronan? How you doing? We tossed in DS1 early tonight because the Artorias boss fight with a busted endgame weapon. Imagine that you get the Man Serpent Greatsword all the way to plus 13, only to have discovered that, unfortunately, a misclick caused you to have a crystal weapon that you can't do anything with. I was not how you say a joyful camper. I was like, this is rough. Working on the website, very nice, dude. And enjoy your lurk, Phoenix. Now the busyness begins. Oh, average soul game, right? Yeah. They're like, hey, here's this awesome weapon. Would be a shame if you bricked it. I was like, yeah, we're not messing with that. That's a level of infuriation I gotta be in the mood to grind for, you know? There we go. Yeah, looking around, dude. It's a new area. Let's go here. Oh, interesting. No! What's up, Koi? It's good to see you, dude. How you doing, Mr. Koi Fish? It's good to see you. Yeah, luckily we already leveled up. Off we go. It's gonna be pretty as the sun comes up. Also, at some point, we gotta remember to, see if we wanted to allocate differently. Our flask, not our flask charges, but our, I'm hanging in there, Koi. It's been kind of a weird, intense week. Have you noticed that too? Like, everybody's on a lot of edge. And I feel like I've just been like, everybody calm down. Both like IRL and online, it's just been like, alright, everybody relax. I don't know, who's shatting everybody's cereal? But my goodness. I was like, I think the heat's making us all a little crazy. Let's do this. Alrighty, let's see here. Whoa, hi. Hey, guess what? Haha, bye. Yeah, you know. Brother, this is insane. Brother, what in the name of God? Bam. Brother, why don't I have my weapon on? Just killed me. I just kicked him. Archer, right? You've been having a great day full of energy. I'm so glad. Why was I kicking him? That was hilarious. Can we all please just take a moment? That was something special. Also, if somebody would like to do exclamation death. That was a fairly decent one, actually. We haven't had that many fairly decent deaths. I was like, sir? If you scream, this is Sparta while doing it, right? Owie. That was, right. And another one. I was kicking his ass in a very literal way. And not in the way that I was hoping for. It was, the struggle. Free! Could we just perhaps... Oh, fuck me. Here we go. Yeah. Carry on. Do your thing. Whoa! Oh, thank you for the 3 stream streak. Hey, guess what? Guess I've influenced 3. Oh my. Handled it.
Your fate. Turn back. Ahead lies and the way forth. Hear me.
Man, the emphasis on fingers in this game just always gives me a bit of a head scratch, if I'm being honest with you guys. Do this. This is very sick, though. Feel cursed for the things that have influenced the Ree. Doesn't appreciate a good finger, right? Valid question. South Park when they were a boy band and they had that song Finger Bang. I have not watched South Park. What's up, Fergs? Can't be crusty. Fantastic social and political satire. I've heard good things. I've just never personally watched it myself. I think my parents used to. It's kind of like I know generally the characters of Family Guy, but we were more of a Simpsons family. I no longer like Green Day. What happened? Also, what happened, Fergs? Mountaintops of the Giants. This is gonna hurt. Guaranteed that this is about to go from 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. Happened when the Simpsons went to their couch? Ooh, we didn't, so I didn't watch it like that. Like, my family watched it, but I wasn't really like, I've never been into like the adult cartoon shows. That's a genre that I've just never cared for. Like, a lot of people recommend to me things like Big Mouth and whatnot, and I'm just like, yeah, it's just not really my jam. So I can't really remember stuff like that, but I know I enjoyed it at the time. Family Guy, an American Idol, an American Dad. Oh, American Idol. Something different always happens if they go to the couch, right? No, I never noticed that. I know about the whole, do they predict the future thing. What's your jam on your toast then? What's up, Bingo? Shows like Dark. I love really cerebral, intense, dark dramas. I'm also a, criminal... I don't know. I like shows that are about criminal investigation, but I hate it when it becomes tropey. What's up, Off-Road? Good to see you. Oh boy, here we go. Hang on. Ice storm. Okay, let me do one thing, just because we're in a higher level area. How you doing, Off-Road? How goes it? It goes well so far. Hang on, let me just get somewhere safe so that I can do the hydrate. I'm like, knowing me, the minute that I stop, I will get absolutely murdered by something. So hang on, let me find a grace. If indeed there is a grace to be found. But so far it goes well, Offer. The week has been weird and intense. How about for you? Have things been well, I hope? I suppose you didn't grow up on Sailor Moon. No, I was never into... I watched a little bit of Inuyasha, but to be honest with you guys, there was one episode with the mask that creeped me out to the point where I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch this show again, because it was like 4 in the morning. And it was like a little much for 4 in the morning. I did watch a lot of Death Note, though. Death Note I was interested in. I'm so sorry, Off-Road. I hate those kind of days at work. Especially, too, when it's just people being trifling. I would consider this my worst birthday ever. Happy birthday, Off-Road! Dude, wait, that's epic. Happiest birthday, dude. I'm sorry, though, that it's the worst one that you've had. Whoa! I grew up on Powerpuff Girls. Me. I watched some Powerpuff Girls. Mainly, I was a Courage the Cowardly Dog girl. I was Courage the Cowardly Dog. I messed around a bit with Real Monsters. Not enough to be anything exciting, but, you know. Lots of Rocco's Modern Life. Trying to think. Oh my god, the wild thornberries were definitely a staple. Drake and Josh. What else? What else was my generation? Oh, Danny Phantom. That's one that gets critically overlooked. Man. Grace would absolutely bang right now. Charlie Dog makes me remember when I was way younger in Sweden, they used to show SpongeBob. Ayo. And the Happy Tree Friends after that. Ted and Stimpy Belt, yes. Courage the Cowardly Dog was great until Return the Slab. That's why it was great, IMO. I freaking loved it. Danny Phantom is the best one. Yeah, Sam, our favorite goth girl. So hot. She was so hot, even then. I was like, imagine not picking Sam, the hot goth girl. I was like, excuse me? Although, I'll be honest with you, Archer, I wanted to be that lady that lived in the drain, who was very spooky and had her little underwater kingdom. I was like, this is my entire aesthetic. She doesn't speak, long hair, looks grumpy, disappears down a drain into an underwater world. It scarred you for some reason? Dude.
It is I, Natenna.
Archer, everybody got freaked out.
Castle Sol lies just off to the north, where the other medallion is housed. It will grant passage to the land of the Healing Tree.
All those cartoons are my nephew's and niece's age, yeah. The cartoons I watched as a kid for my attraction to dark goth mommies, right? That'll do it. Yes, I noticed, Ish. Yeah, dude, I love the goth aesthetic from the late 90s into the mid 2000s was peak. IMO. Everything that we've got going on now is like a little bit like it's okay, but it's a little bit cringe, some of it, and I'm just like, as an elder goth, it's a bit weird. If I'm honest. I don't completely hate it, but I do think it's really like a bit bizarre when we see a lot of these, how do I explain it? When we see a lot of people using the witchcraft aesthetic but don't know anything actually about occultism whatsoever, it just always to me has like settled weird. Frozen Lake and hot dogs grilling. Oh, very nice. Put a photo of this food in Discord? Absolutely. Please do. It's conventionally pretty people wearing black, right, Macho? Thank you. Yes, exactly that point. It's like, it's just, I don't know. But to be honest with you guys, my nightmare is also to become one of these people who just chronically complains about the generations under us, because there really is no good ever done with that. Similar to the skater boy posers, but like, aw, later, Archer, enjoy. But I don't know, I always think that the most cringe thing is like complaining about the generation underneath you. I'm like, oh boy, here we are. We shall not ever be good. Have I ever been good, Archer? Have I ever behaved myself? Have I ever once behaved? A valid question. Oh, music is bad. You know, and it's funny because I'll always hear people complaining about this when it comes to like music, especially. Mech animes, yo! Cray, you and my brother would get on really well. My brother is, so I'm 31, so he just turned 45, and he has gotten me into so many awesome things throughout my life. I'm kind of lucky in that respect. Because having a brother who is 14 years older than me kind of gave me a very different perspective. Exactly, forward. So why that I like music from every era. Same, Koi. I always hate the people who argue that like, oh, the current trends in music. I'm like, guys. I'm like, it's okay to let people like things. Oh yeah. Indeed, Ash. What's funny too is like he managed to get spared the so he's very into things that are like, how do I explain this intelligently? He's very into a lot of the jazzier music. Oh boy. You still hate chunky damage. Oh, fuck. Frank Sinatra's daddy, I agree, because my grandfather actually used to drive for him. He, like, worked with and for him. If they're trees, I like to light them on fire. Nice. Frank Sinatra, I don't know, I gotta be really in the mood for him, if I'm honest. A lot of, like, the very typical American Italian things my family does not do. We never did sauce on Sundays or family dinners, like, we're not really tight like that, so we were just kind of like... How would you describe Frank Sinatra? Well, my grandfather is not somebody I grew up getting to know. So I've heard only the stories. I think he only had good things to say. But I wouldn't, honest to God, like, I have no idea. I'm assuming he was a nice enough guy. Good night, Harley. Thank you so much for being here, dude. Yeah, I missed out on the opportunity to know any of my grandparents. That's why I was always seeing therapists when I was younger that were so much older than me. Bam, baby, second try. Listen to the ink spots. Sometimes. Their version of If I Didn't Care is definitely my favorite one. Man, we have really got to remember to, like, actually check out these tiers. We have not checked out any of what they do. Why, thank you, Nudes. How you doing? It's good to see you. Why, thank you. I'll take that on the second try. The lead singer has vocals. It's true. But yeah, my music taste definitely ranges pretty widely. Like, it was funny, we were having a really good discussion actually about metal music the other night over by Naz's. And it was like, you know, it's really relaxing to talk to people who don't have a whole lot of stake in, like, trying to be like, well, this genre is the best genre, and anybody who doesn't like this is terrible, and blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, sometimes, like, as much as I love music and art, the arts can get really toxic really fast, so it's so refreshing when you meet people who just, like, aren't that. And don't come at it from that lens. But thank you, Cray. Thank you, guys. That was fun. I have to say, I understand why people are like, oh, the Mimic, it's too OP, but at the same time, I'm just like, yeah, that doesn't mean we're not going to use it when it makes sense to use it. It's actually way more fun to use the Mimic and just, like, see some of the shenanigans at times. Voltron just makes you happy. Gundam, Big O. Yeah, I've heard good things about Gundam. Gundam is very familiar. What happened to the pirate hat? It's a redemption off-road. Yes. The Dark Souls purists. Yeah, and I mean, I can understand it. It's a vibe. But to be so completely frank with you guys, it's also like, for a first blind playthrough, I don't really mind using the Mimic. Obviously, it would be a lot harder if we didn't, but it's like, I think with a game of this size and this length, it would be very, mentally taxing. Mentally taxing, at least for this current... Like, mentally taxing for the fact that it's a first playthrough. Once you actually know what you're doing, then I'm like, okay, yeah. Next round, I could definitely see not using them, but like... Phoenix, our time has come. Hang on. Yeah, like, making something unnecessarily tedious isn't necessarily the vibe. Aww.
No time to waste. Let's see the stars.
That's so cute, dude. Thank you, Phoenix. I'm emo. Heard a jellyfish talking? I did. Fancy spin! That was really cute. I like that cutscene. Ooh. That was really precious. I'm happy. Play with the apply to game with the crew? Oh, yeah, because we haven't really been gaming as a group anymore. It's also not really all that necessary at this point. Like, we haven't really been playing multiplayer games. When we do, it'll probably make a return, but to be honest with you, it's like, if it's not being used within a 6-month period, then I think it's best to retire it. At least when it comes to the streaming gig, it's like, when you have too much clutter, it just becomes too much to sort through. Galvatron and Orson Welles. Wait, Orson Welles? Being Optimus. Oh my god, you're right. Optimus on the Transformers. Dude, I never got to watch Transformers when I was a kid. Assy, it's so good to see you. How are you doing? Assy, can you believe that when you first saw me play this, I was like so scared to play this game. And now here we are, over by the Giants. So you're saving your channel points for? Oh, well, I've heard you don't have to worry about that. I mean, if you've also got the game and we're doing like a group call out for the community, go for it. But we took it away because it was like, to be honest with you, we've got so many people at this point and we have so many multiplayer games, but so many different schedules that it's just too chaotic to try and make work. Aw, and Assy, thank you. It's been so much fun. I really love this game. I've got to tell you, so we were playing DS1. And we bricked the Man-Serpent Greatsword, and the minute that we bricked the Man-Serpent Greatsword by accidentally upgrading it to Crystal, I've got to be honest with you, that Artorias boss fight without it is just, sort of? I don't really know what Torrent is. Kind of. It's like a horse yak. The animated movies from the 80s were so epic, yeah. Basically, the minute that we bricked the Man-Serpent Greatsword, Assy, I was like, oh, hail to the no. Like, you know how there's moments in Souls games where you're just like, there is no freaking way? That was one of mine. I was like, we're gonna lose our minds. Horyak. I like that. I could see that. It's kind of the vibe. Yeah. I mean, it's basically a horse just with horns. A bit porny, yeah. I was gonna say, I'm like, you know, I thought you just typed a bit pony, and I was gonna be like, still canonically accurate. Half a boat and half mules.
Is someone there? A customer? Well,
Let's see, what do we have here? Let's just get this, because we have the souls for it. The souls. I can't stop calling them souls, Assy. That's the thing. Half goat, half mule. Gonna try to do some spring cleaning today for in bulk. Oh, Assy, that sounds wonderful. I'm so excited for you guys too, because spring is coming. Spring is on the way. Oh, dude, I'm so excited for you guys that spring is at last springing. How excited and ready are you? I'm so excited. This winter has been ruthless. Yeah, dude. I'll tell you something. Sad is so real. And it's so funny because there's like a point in your adulthood where all of a sudden you realize how serious that sad actually gets. And you're like, damn, dude, it's not just like, oh, we need vitamin D and like everybody says that, but like, you know, what does that mean? It's like, nah, dude, we really seriously need vitamin D. We are a species that without vitamin D, we suffer immensely. So the minute that the weather starts getting warm, so like over here by us, Assy, my birthday is May, so it's usually like the start of like kind of the more summery weather. So it's funny because as a Taurus, I'm always like, yeah, I love that we bring in like the fresh, nice, summery vibes. Like people start to get happier on my birthday and I'm like, oh, thank God. So it's just like after the winter loses its final grip, you're just like, please let us all go. You're like, release us. Where we're going, but we're just gonna wander. We'll just see what's around here. Because I think we went the other way. No plans for the summer, it just drags, yeah. But there's November, so it's quite literally days away from summer, from spring. I love it. Literally, Assy, not us being perfect twins on the other end too. Thank you. Oh, Billy, what have you done? Oh dear Jesus. Oh my God, I can't see anything. All right, hi chat, I can't see you. However, Billy has graced us with a no glasses redemption. Hey Siri? Could you set a timer for 10 minutes?
It's starting now.
Thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ. The fact that I can't see shit right now. But Assy, not us being twins on the opposite ends of the spectrum, both having birthdays right before it. God, the chat react sounds. Passed your PAR test. One step closer to being a pilot. Congratulations, Billy. Break out the all caps yelling. Oh my God, wait, Assy, you have to test out the chat sounds. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Wait, we have like very current meme chat reaction sounds now for channel points, and it's kind of awesome. For those of you that haven't tried them, you should try them. They are fun. Especially the what the fuck, or the that was weird. The amount of times that that went off during Rykard. Literally, Assy, the amount of times that we played that during Rykard is like not even funny. That was the entire fight. With just me being like, brother, And Billy, congratulations, dude. I'm so freaking excited. It's happening! Remember him saying that in God of War, brother, Dude, Rykard was rough. Rykard, that was a choice, a design choice on the part of the devs, huh? And then she's eating him. I started flying August 13th. Quit my job last day is the 9th. Big scary. Oh my God, congratulations, Billy. No, literally, Phoenix, when I tell you you are wholly responsible for that one, You said brother, and I understood the assignment. I was like, yep, we're gonna have it immediately. Ooh, off-road. That sounds painful. I'm so sorry, dude. The best. Simply the best. We're talking Monty Python and the Holy Grail. For those of you that have not seen it, you must see it. It's a good thing that I can't see. Shapes and colors. What are you? Not a ledge. I'm just like... It's like I'm drunk driving, Torrent. I just got off of work. I have no idea how someone crammed in so much stupidity in an 8-hour day. The dumbest someone complained the printer was standing where... What? Wait. What? They're upset because the printer was existing where it was? What? Wait, but I'm so confused. No other information. Really, it should have... Ticket and complain. Damn, dude. The printer is standing there. What did they expect for it to get up and start running away? Like, I don't... Was it supposed to move? Was it supposed to be somewhere else? I feel so... That's possibly the weirdest thing that I have ever heard in my life. I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. It's like, I hate the printer, move it. Yeah, that's the exact vibe that it's giving. Alright, so this was the jellyfish. Whee! Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. I was like, oh, we might be dead. We. Correct, ticket closed, yeah. The printer's just standing there. It wants something. Let's see. But they're on the map, yeah. Maybe looking for shinies, especially in like areas that I would normally not go. Because otherwise I don't really come back and do it. It's like pure luck of the draw if we will show back up in an area. Probably a ring. Wow. Knight just threw out the most insulting. They're probably a Rings of Power fan. Whoa. The gauntlet has been thrown. Because we fantasy nerds know, like, that's not just that that's an insult, that's like... That's like some top tier... Frick is my thank you. That's some... Oh, in the sense that a dragon's gonna come down? Oh my. What in the... Elden? Hi? What is that? Good night, Assy. Or, well, good day, Assy, actually. Enjoy. Oh, I see. Yeah, I understood the assignment, didn't I? Whoppa. Oh, I actually do significant damage to you. Oh boy. You hurt. And surely love the second season of The Witcher. Oh my god, no, wait. You'll all summon Assy right back to chat. You're gonna summon Assy right back here. You brought up the second season of The Witcher show, and therefore, like, now we're all about to riot. I was like, that's no frog. Exactly. It's like, wait a minute, frog? That's a dragon. Sinnoh, I'm so sorry that you had to deal with that. That's such BS. Alright, where's the dragon? Where was I? We're gonna go towards the floaties. But yeah, The Witcher show is an abomination that shouldn't exist. Oh shit. Oh, brother. Oh my. What's happening? What the frick is happening? I'm trying to, like... No! Well, that worked. Streaming right full time. Well, that's exclamation boss. Oh, shit. Flipping, that was a glitch. What happened? What happened? Wait, did we glitch win or did we actually win? Mimic made him bleed and got a big hit? Yeah. Yeah, dude, the double bleed is just insane. We've been just kind of like stomping our way through the bosses with the Mimic. Yeah, it was sick. I was like, whoa, that, I was not expecting the health bar to suddenly look so low, but I also don't pay, like, I have to tell you guys, I don't really pay attention in boss battles until I hear that sound. Like, until I hear the sound that we've actually, like, finished it. Got up immediately and died, I know, right? It was like, well, rip. But until I hear the sound, I never pay attention to the boss health bar. That's one of the things about me is like, I'll just kind of keep on tunnel visioning my way through a situation. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just like, did we do it, son? Are we winning, son? And lately, it's usually been yes. A floor violently stand up and die. Thank you, Sino. Big appreciation for that. Oh, shit. Oh, the white goth aesthetic is upon us. Oh, we have 101,000 thingies. I think we better find a grace. Just saying. Oh my god, it's so funny. I do love the thought of an ice dragon though. It's reminding me what we could have had with Game of Thrones and then didn't have because the director sucked. Although I will say, House of the Dragon, man, I am so ready for the next episode. I'm like... Listen to me. After I saw Vermithor exactly one time, I was like, well, I'm ready. Bring it on. Hugh Hammer is a mood. This is literally where we've been. Okay. Let's see. This way. There's versions of Dungeons and Dragons and other tabletop RPGs. Interesting. Alright, let's do this. Where do we need to go? Technically, we could use this. Though, actually... No, those are just our graces. Alright, we don't actually need those. Okay, so we've already been to the freezing... I mean, I guess we could just follow this around until we get here. Yeah, let's go across here. Go and get the map piece. I love how I'm still drinking this latte from earlier, as if this is not going to bone me when I try to go to sleep later. When I talk about the fact that I didn't sleep at night, somebody just remind me, be like, how'd that coffee treat you? That'll drive the message home. Be like, alright. Coffee. At 8:30 at night. Not my smartest move. Or not even. What time is it right now? It's literally 8:30. You know, that was a pure guess. Oh, you're all good, Sino. It's, one of the curses about me is that if I buy coffee, even if I know it's going to disrupt my sleep schedule, I have to finish the coffee that I paid for. Does that make sense? I can't just, like... I'm not one of these people who does well with the notion of just being like, ah, yes, let me just dump out the other half of this coffee because it's now become too late to drink it. I'm like, unfortunately, I'm going to have to take one for the team. Because of the way that things cost now. Exactly, it's like... Because of the way that things cost right now, but then all... I just saw a lobster in the snow. Why is there a lobster in the snow? An unlimited number of questions have sprung to mind. I'm sure you'll never all guess why, but mainly and primarily... Hey, the first one! Cool. Drank an entire pot of coffee from Waffle House and then went to bed, yeah. That's how you know you're exhausted. That's that academic exhaustion where especially too, after finals or something, you're like, yeah, this is gonna be rough. Alright, let's see what she wants from us.
Spoken echoes of Queen Marika linger here as well. Shall I share them with you? In Marika's own words, hark, brave warriors. Hark, my Lord Godfrey. We commend your deeds. Guidance hath delivered ye through each ordeal to the place ye stand. Put the giants to the sword and confine the flame atop the mount.
Right, I'm from when I was in the military. Okay.
An epoch glistening with life. Brandish the Elden ring for the age of the Erd tree.
Right. Well, whatever she was talking about sounds great, I guess.
Flame of ruin. I'm glad it was you. I must tender my thanks to Tori. Thank you. Please continue to lend.
No idea what's happening there, if I'm being honest. This is where Vati Vidya is gonna come in clutch. I don't know, man. Sometimes the NPCs in this game will have amazing dialogue. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I see, okay. Let's outrun the doggos. Because it would not be a Soulsborne without the doggos. Oh, hey, look who it is! Ow. More doggo! Like, alright, we have a fortress. We have a map piece, yay! Blas? How you doing? How's your lurk? Think. Oh boy. Alright, this one's gonna hurt. We'll do our best though. A mimic. Oh my god, look at these guys. Oh my lord in heaven. You know what we have? Good thing there were no holes in the chain, right? Also, we have a fire resist. Given that his name is the Fire Giant. Hang on, let me see something. Yeah. I'm like, you know, this might sound crazy, but sometimes I have a moment. Good night, Off-Road. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your birthday, dude. Thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight during it. I hope work gets better for you, too. Man, is everything from Caelid here? What's going on with this place? What in the name? Well, that was intense. Right, that was a lot. That was a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that was a lot. Staring into the mouth? Off-road, Phoenix. 'Tis Off-road's birthday. We love to see it. Hey, thank you for that shout out for Off-road. Hell yes. Alright, let's do this thing. Can I do this? Oh, baby, baby. You're it, aren't you? Oh, brother, brother. Oh, he's gonna hurt, all right. Good thing I missed. Oh, brother. Your health pool is nuts. Mimic, my brother. Are you doing anything? Isn't he one of the hardest in the base game? If I remember correctly? I think that's what my friend said. Man, if only we could get like a really big bleed off. Good night, Smee! Sleep well, dude! Straight into it. Oh, shit. Sister Mimic, heal. What? Suddenly you just see flying man. Wait, what's on your belly, bruh? What's going on with his abdomen? Oh, brother, that's a mouth. He looks so cool, though. But actually, this is so sick. Yeah, I don't think that we got this tonight, but we're gonna try. Oh, my poor Mimic. Shit. Not what I wanted. Hi, Mimic. What's happening? Oh, fuck. Right, Macho? Yeah, he's just gonna totally walk it off, I'm sure. Okay, if my man, my future man, does not treat me like the way that this giant is revering his leg right now, if I'm not gazed at with exactly this intensity, I don't want it. Oh, fuck. Ah, fuck. Oh, for God's sake, what the fucker? What? Nope. Nope, we ain't got this one tonight. Can confirm that one for you all. Oh boy. Oh God. Yeah, no. What? Well. First of all, and near death. That's actually helpful. Yeah. Alright. Here's what my thought process is, stream. I think we're gonna chill. And I think that this is a great place to pick up tomorrow. I think that this will be really good with fresh eyes, fresh hands, fresh vibes. Because you know what? This is a cool fight. And I actually feel really good about getting him to phase 2 on first try. That was actually pretty dope. Thank you, Ish. That was sick. And thank you for all the direction, dude. But I'm just like, you know, I'm a little bit tired. I think that the Artorias thing kind of like exhausted me a little bit. So we're gonna actually put a pin in it here for now. We will be back with this tomorrow. Llama is live. Let us see. I think that's exactly what we're gonna do, Phoenix. Thank you for that. Let me just check on one thing. Just want to make sure that I hop over there. Aw, Bloss, I look forward so much to seeing you guys tomorrow morning. I'm really hoping that we don't have more storms. If we do have more storms, then that's going to be a little bit difficult. But with any luck, we will have good weather. And good weather means that we will be chilling. Thank you guys so much for being here. All right, we are definitely going to raid Miss Llama. Everybody, I do not have a raid message, but if you guys would like to just show your love and drop her a follow, I would super appreciate it. It has been kind of a long day, I know, for her too, so I hope that everybody has a wonderful rest of their time zone. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow morning, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. We are headed over to our dear friend, the Llama Goddess, and it is just going to be an absolute blast. But thank you guys. I hope that no matter what you guys are up to for the rest of your time zone, that it is relaxing. Be well. I'll see you tomorrow morning.